bartender wiped the counter clean, like he was erasing someone else's night. He looked my way and softly smiled, said, "Take your time, it's all right." The chairs were turned upon the tables, the jukebox sang its final tune. Everyone had somewhere else to be, except the man beneath the moon. The room grew darker by the minute, but one thing refused to fade. The last light in the bar went out before my heart did. The doors were locked, but I still couldn't leave. Your goodbye stayed sitting in the empty chair beside me, like it still had something left to say to me. The night surrendered to the morning, but I was still somewhere between. The last light in the bar went out before my heart did, and love refused to leave. Whiskey lost its warmth an hour ago. Still I held the glass the same. Sometimes it's easier to hold on to something than admit you've lost the flame. Outside the streets were almost empty, only the rain kept passing by. Funny how a sleeping city never hears a grown man cry. If hearts could close like bars at midnight, maybe healing wouldn't take so long. But memories don't know business hours. They stay until the hurting's gone. The last light in the bar went out before my heart did. Even the saxophone sounded tired tonight. I stepped outside into the silence, but couldn't leave your shadow behind. The sunrise found me walking slowly, with yesterday still on my mind. The last light in the bar went out before my heart did, because some kinds of love never really close for the night. photograph this morning, tucked inside a dusty book. I smiled before I even noticed how long I let it sit untouched. I tried to hear you laughing, the way you used to call my name. But all I found was silence and a face that looked the same. Funny how memories choose what they refuse to leave behind. I forgot your voice, but not the way you left. The quiet click of the closing door, the suitcase waiting by the hallway, like it had always known before. Some memories slowly fade away, others never lose their shape. I forgot your voice, but not the way you walked away. Sometimes I wonder if we'd recognize the people we've become today. Would we still sit and share a coffee, or simply look the other way? The years have softened many things, the anger and the blame, but somehow every goodbye still feels exactly the same. Time is kind to certain memories, it smooths the edges, but it never changes why they happened. I forgot your voice, but not the way you left. Not the silence filling up the room, not the way I stood there hoping you'd turn around before too soon. I don't remember every word we said, or every promise that we made, but I'll always remember how the hallway echoed after you walked away. just to clear my mind. Ordered something I didn't need. The room was full of strangers talking, and I almost felt at peace. The bartender poured my usual, asked me how I'd been these days. I smiled and said that life's been moving, like I'd finally found my way. And someone dropped a needle on a record, and everything changed. I was fine until someone played our song. One familiar melody was all it took. Every word found the places in my heart I thought nobody else could touch. The room kept singing all around me, but I couldn't sing along. I was fine until someone played our song. And suddenly I wasn't strong. You used to hum the second verse before the singer reached the line. You'd laugh because I'd always miss it every single time. Now I know every lyric perfectly, but I'd forget them all tonight if it meant hearing you beside me just one more time. It's strange how one old melody can unlock 100 memories that years of silence couldn't hide. I was fine until someone played our song. The whiskey couldn't drown it out. Every note kept bringing back the life we thought we'd never live without. The band moved on to something brighter, but my heart stayed where it began. I was fine until someone played our song. And for 4 unforgettable minutes I loved you all over again. Oh. outside sounded like my heart breaking again. Rain against the window, soft piano in the dark, and me sitting alone again, trying to survive another night without you. The streets outside are drowning slowly under silver city lights, and every passing car through the rain sounds like goodbye, repeating in my mind. I order the same drink you loved, like somehow that could bring you back. But memories only grow louder when the world gets quiet like this. The storm outside kept falling gently, while everything inside me came apart. The rain outside sounded like my heart breaking again. Every drop against the glass carried your name, and every lonely blues song after midnight turned my silence into pain. I watched the city blur beneath the storm, like tears I couldn't hide, 'cause losing you still hurts the most on cold and rainy nights like this. There's a couple dancing near the jukebox glow, holding each other close and slow. And for a second I remembered us before love became something we lost. The saxophone cried low tonight, like it knew how hard I tried to smile through conversations while drowning in your memory inside. Some nights don't let you heal, they pull old wounds back to the surface. And no matter how much time passes, certain people still feel impossible to replace. The rain outside sounded like my heart breaking again, like heaven itself could feel this loneliness. And every flash of neon through the storm looked like pieces of our past. I stayed until the morning light appeared, still wrapped inside the blue, 'cause every rainy midnight somehow still leads my soul back to you. Rain on the pavement, smoke in the air, and The piano man played something old. Nobody seemed to know. A song from years before my time, soft enough to miss if you weren't listening. People kept talking at their tables. The bartender polished another glass, and somewhere in the second verse, the singer said your name, and I forgot where I was. Nobody else looked up. Nobody stopped talking but me. I heard everything. I heard your name in a song nobody else remembered, and suddenly the room disappeared. I was back inside that little apartment, with your records scattered everywhere. You were dancing barefoot in the kitchen, singing every word completely wrong. I heard your name in a song nobody else remembered. And for 3 minutes, you weren't gone. Tried to remember where we'd heard it. Maybe driving late one summer night. Maybe from that little record store you loved on the west side. I couldn't place the memory exactly, and somehow that hurt even more. There are pieces of us disappearing that I didn't know I should have saved. I can still remember your face, but some of the little things are starting to leave me. I heard your name in a song nobody else remembered, like someone opened a door I'd almost closed. Every note brought back another detail I didn't know I'd forgotten long ago. The way you turned the volume higher whenever your favorite part came on. I heard your name in a song nobody else remembered, and hated how much I'd forgotten until that song. Maybe that's what scares me now. Not that I'll always remember you, but that someday I want your laugh, your voice, the way you said my name. What happens when those disappear too? before I left, I asked the piano man, "What was that old tune you played?" He smiled, told me the title, and wrote it on a napkin. I folded it carefully into my coat, like something I couldn't afford to lose. I heard your name in a song nobody else remembered, and this time I wanted to remember every note. Every note. He wiped the counter where I was sitting, looked at me and said, "You all right?" I gave him that old easy answer, the one I've practiced every night. "Yeah, I'm fine, just had a long week." He nodded like he'd heard it before. Then I pushed my empty glass toward him and stared down at the floor. Some lies sound convincing until your hands tell the truth. I told the bartender I'm fine and ordered another, like one more glass could make it true. Like I wasn't sitting in that same old corner, trying not to think of you. He didn't ask me any questions, just poured it slow and walked away. I told the bartender I'm fine and ordered another, then spent the next hour missing you anyway. Man 2 stools down was celebrating, said his daughter got engaged. I smiled and raised my glass toward him, said, "Man, that's really great." For a second I remembered how we used to talk that way, about rings and little houses before forever changed its mind. He showed me photographs, I smiled at everyone, then turned back toward my glass. When he was done, I told the bartender favorite song coming from that old piano. Found another piece of you. Maybe he knew I wasn't fine. Maybe he'd simply learn not to say. I told the bartender I'm fine and ordered another. And he let me have my life for one more night. The truth is, I wasn't there because I wanted another drink. I just wasn't ready to unlock that apartment, walk into that bedroom, and hear nobody say, "You're home." You're home. And ordered another, then watched him reach toward the bottle again. But this time I stopped him, said maybe just water. He smiled and said, "Probably for the best, my friend." I sat there while the final song was playing and let myself admit what I'd been hiding. I told the bartender I'm fine, but before I left, for once, I stopped saying it to myself. To myself. By day I keep myself together. I wear a smile that fits just right. But when the sun slips out of sight, the truth comes looking every night. I passed the corner where we left. The cafe's still the same somehow. The city changed 1,000 times, but my heart never learned how. Tell myself I'm moving forward, then the clock strikes 12 again. Every midnight finds me back at your goodbye, standing where you whispered your last words. I replay every little moment, searching for the one I never heard. The stars don't offer any answers. The moon just watches from above. Every midnight finds me back at your goodbye, still calling it love. Kept your letters in a drawer, though I promised I'd let them go. Some memories don't ask permission, they simply let themselves unfold. The bartender says, same as always, before I even take my seat. Guess he's watched this lonely story play itself on repeat. If I could borrow one more evening before we turned into the past, I'd spend it saying all the things I thought we'd have forever to ask. Every midnight finds me back at your goodbye, where the silence knows my name by heart. The rain keeps falling on the pavement, like it's trying to wash away the dark. Maybe someday midnight will forget you. Maybe someday I'll stop asking why. But tonight, every midnight finds me back at your goodbye, and I leave there without you every single time. I held the door for someone leaving. They smiled and thanked me on their way. I smiled back like nothing happened, like I'd been doing all day. The waitress asked if I was doing all right. I nodded without thinking twice. Some answers become so automatic. You stop asking if they're right. was full of friendly faces. None of them could see through mine. Nobody noticed I was falling apart tonight. I laughed when everybody laughed. I raised my glass when someone made a toast. Like nothing in me had gone dark. It's funny how a crowded room can hide the loneliest heart. Nobody noticed I was falling apart tonight, except the blues playing in the dark. Talked about his family, pictures glowing on his phone. I told him they looked happy, then quietly looked down at my own. Outside the rain kept falling gently, inside the music carried on. I realized I'd become an expert at pretending to belong. Maybe people didn't ignore me. Maybe I became too good at hiding the cracks. Nobody noticed I was falling apart tonight. Not the bartender wiping down the bar, not the stranger sharing stories beneath the old guitar. But when the piano found that final chord and the saxophone began to cry, I think the music noticed, because for just a moment it sounded like it was breaking too. I missed the turn I always take, though I knew exactly where to go. The city looked a little kinder when I drove a little slow. Every red light gave me one more minute to stay somewhere between the life I had before you left and the one that's left of me. Home was waiting at the end of the road. I just wasn't ready yet. I took the long way home just to think about you. One more mile, one more memory to hold. Every empty street kept asking questions only lonely hearts would know. The dashboard clock kept moving forward while I kept looking behind. I took the long way home just to think about you one last time. Where we stopped laughing at nothing anyone would understand. I almost rolled the window open like you were reaching for my hand. The radio found an old love song. I turned it down instead. Some nights the quiet says much more anything that's said. Maybe I wasn't trying to remember you. Maybe I was trying to remember who I was with you. Just to think about you until the city disappeared behind me. The streets grew darker, the traffic faded, but your memory kept finding me. I parked outside and sat there waiting long after the engine died. I took the long way home just to think about you. Because sometimes the hardest part isn't getting home, it's walking inside. I tried to forget you between midnight and sunrise. Midnight again, same dim lights, same lonely thoughts circling my head. I told myself tonight would be different, but your memory arrived before the first drink did. The jazz bar's half empty tonight, just smoke, shadows, and neon light. piano plays somewhere in the dark, like it's reading every scar inside my heart. I laugh at conversations I barely hear, pretending healing finally brought me here. But every song after 2 a.m. still sounds like losing you again. I kept chasing distractions through the night, but your ghost kept finding me. Somehow I tried to forget you between midnight and sunrise, between whiskey burns and tired city lights. But every lonely melody still carried pieces of your voice, and every crowded room tonight only made me miss you more. I kept running from your memory while secretly hoping it would stay. I walk beneath the sleepless streets, listening to strangers and passing beats. But even the cold wind in the avenue somehow still reminded me of you. There was a woman dancing near the stage. Her silhouette pulled me back for days. For one dangerous second in the haze, I almost whispered your name. The saxophone cried slow and blue, like heartbreak always knows the truth. You can leave the person behind, but not the feeling they left inside. I tried to forget you between midnight and sunrise, but some loves don't disappear with time. And when the morning finally came, I still carried all the pain. 'Cause no matter where this lonely night goes, your memory always survives, like an old blues song repeating inside the silence of my mind. Sunrise through the window, empty glass by my side. Another night gone, still not over you. I wasn't thinking about you, I swear I wasn't tonight. I was halfway through my coffee, watching rain beneath the lights. Then the saxophone played softly, something warm and something slow. And before I knew what happened, I was somewhere a long time ago. The room disappeared, the strangers disappeared, and for a moment, so did all these years. The saxophone played, and suddenly I was back in your arms. Your head was resting softly against my chest. We were moving slowly in the living room with no music except the radio. I could almost feel your fingers holding gently onto mine. The saxophone played, and suddenly I was back in your arms. And losing you hadn't happened yet. I remember that blue dress you wore at that little place downtown. You complained your shoes were hurting, so you kicked them off beneath the table. Later we danced beside the jukebox long after everybody sat. You whispered something in my ear. I can't remember what you said, but I remember how it felt. That's the cruel thing about memory. Sometimes the words disappear, but the feeling never does. The saxophone played, and suddenly I was back in your arms. I could smell your perfume in the air, feel your cheek against my shoulder, like you had never gone anywhere. For one beautiful, foolish minute, I forgot how our story ends. The saxophone played, and suddenly I was back in your arms, and I was yours again. If someone had asked me then what I wanted from life, I probably would have said something complicated. But sitting here tonight, I know the answer. I would have wanted one more ordinary evening, holding you without knowing it would be one of the last. Until the final note began to fade. Your face grew softer in my memory, and the room slowly returned again. My hands were resting on an empty table. There was nobody beside me after all. The saxophone played, and suddenly I was back in your arms, just long enough to remember why letting you go still hurts. After all this time, The table by the window emptied, a little after 1:30. The bartender lowered the music when he thought the night was done. I checked my phone without a reason, scrolled past weather news and time. Then somehow there you were again, still buried in my contacts after all this time. My thumb stayed over your name long enough to remember why I shouldn't. I almost called you when the bar got quiet, when there was nothing left to drown you out. I almost let one lonely moment undo everything I'd figured out. I wondered if you'd still recognize my number, if you'd answer after 2. I almost called you when the bar got quiet, just to hear how hello sounds coming from you. Tried to picture where you might be, if you still stay awake this late. Maybe someone sleeps beside you now. Maybe you've forgotten my name. I tapped, I hope that you've been doing well, stared at it a while, deleted every word, locked the screen, and ordered water this time. Some things you wanna say aren't meant to be sent. I almost called you when the bar got quiet, when the piano played its final song. For 1 weak minute I convinced myself that missing you couldn't be wrong. But I knew hearing your voice again would take me somewhere I'd already been. I almost called you when the bar got quiet, then put my phone back in my pocket again. I used to think being strong meant not missing you anymore. Tonight I learned maybe it's missing you, and still not making the call. but I let the lonely moment pass. The bartender turned the lights up slowly, and I finally paid my tab. I walked outside without your voice, following me through the night. I almost called you when the bar got quiet, and maybe not calling was the first goodbye. I finally got right. The table by the window emptied, a little after 1:30. The bartender lowered the music when he thought the night was done. I checked my phone without a reason, scrolled past weather news and time, and somehow there you were again, still buried in my contacts after all this time. My thumb stayed over your name long enough to remember why I shouldn't. I almost called you when the bar got quiet, when there was nothing left to drown you out. I almost let one lonely moment undo everything I figured out. I caught myself saying good morning to a room that answered back with air. Your favorite mug was on the counter, like you had just stepped out somewhere. I still save the seat beside me when I pour my evening wine. Funny how the heart keeps making room for someone left behind. Some habits outlive every promise, some goodbyes never learn to end. I kept talking to someone who was never coming back, like somehow love could cross that empty space. I told you how my day was going, and imagined every smile upon your face. The silence never interrupted, it simply let me carry on. I kept talking was never coming back. Long after you were gone. I passed the little street cafe where we wasted Sunday afternoons. The waiter almost asked about you, then stopped himself too soon. There's a message in my phone I never sent. I know every single line by heart. Some words are easier to keep forever than admit they'll never start. If memories could answer questions, I'd finally know what peace feels like. But every echo sounds like yesterday, disappearing into the night. I kept talking to someone who was never coming back, until your name became a whispered prayer. I laughed at things you'd probably laugh at, even though you weren't there. Maybe healing starts the moment you stop expecting one more chance. But tonight I kept talking to someone who was never coming back, because loving you was the last conversation I never wanted to end. The piano started soft and simple, like it didn't want to wake the room. People kept talking through the first few notes, then slowly they stopped too. I leaned back against my chair, wrapped both hands around my cup. Funny how one little melody can open doors you've locked for years. It wasn't the song, it was where it took me. The piano played while I remembered everything. Your laughter drifting through the air. Sunday mornings in the kitchen, your fingers running through my hair. Every note uncovered something I thought I'd already let go. The piano played while I remembered everything, and I let the memories come and go. Conversations, the ones that never made the photographs, the way you'd hum while making coffee, the way we'd both forget to laugh. Those ordinary moments stayed with me long after the grand ones disappeared. Maybe love is measured more by quiet days than perfect years. Memory has a gentle way of returning when music leaves the door open. The piano played while I remembered everything, not just the ending, but the start. Not only all the tears we cried, but every reason for my heart. When the final chord dissolved into silence, I wasn't smiling, I wasn't crying, I was simply grateful that for one more song I got to meet you again inside my memories. The sky was slowly turning silver. The city stretched and came alive. Coffee shops unlocked their front doors. People hurried into life. I watched the sunrise through my window, like I'd watched so many before. funny how a brand new morning couldn't change what came before. The night packed up its shadows, but it left a few with me. The morning came, but my heart stayed in the night. Somewhere between the rain and neon lights, the world kept moving like it always does, while I was still saying one last goodbye. The sun found every rooftop in the city, but somehow never reached inside. The morning came, but my heart stayed in the night. The newspaper hit the front porch. A neighbor waved as he walked by. I smiled back without thinking, then looked away before he'd ask me why. I opened every curtain slowly, let the daylight fill the room. It chased away the darkness, not the memories of you. Maybe healing doesn't arrive with sunrise. Maybe it comes quietly on a morning you stop expecting it. The morning came, but my heart stayed in the night, holding on to words we never said. Every golden ray that touched the window couldn't reach the places in my head. Still, I poured another cup of coffee and whispered, maybe not today. The morning came, but my heart stayed in the night. And somehow that was enough to keep walking anyway.